Welcome.
Something's gone wrong. Really fucking wrong.
So, this is a very special run, to say the least. The reason I put it as tool-assisted is because I did use a tool. It's called File Explorer, and lots of copy-pastes. So essentially safe scumming. But the end result is indeed the same as if using tool assists in games that are not turn-based. Not the same result. My initial motivation for this run, and my main motivation, is theoretical. I wanted to see, with perfect enough play, how fucking stupid can it get? Can the hardest difficulty be not only defeated, but absolutely destroyed, just through good enough play? And the answer, it turns out, is a resounding yes. So, here, I probably rerolled 3 to 5 times in the beginning to get specifically Callisto mines on L3. Not L2, but L3. The reason for that is I need all the help I can get before I go to Callisto mines and ultimately Purgatory. Because I'm going to need to go to Purgatory, get the Soulstealer, and then, while it's not required, also get the Exosuit. Because why the fuck not? Either way, chain gun dudes do not spawn at L2. They only spawn L3 on up, even on Inferno. So, yeah. And Callisto Mines does not spawn past L3. So it turns out L3 is the only option. Having said that, I did do a light bit of safe scumming to make sure I stay high health and not use up too many med packs or ammo.
This area.
All these early mob. And I didn't really go out of my way looking for this seed. I just started up a random game, saw it was Callisto Mines at L3, and said, fuck it, let's give it a try. But you can see the seed number up top always, so theoretically, if you perform the same actions in the exact same sequences, you will see these exact same results if you were to play through this using this seed. So let that fuck with your mind a bit. This is theoretically possible to do for humans. And the execution for it would just be a bunch of rote memorization. Anyway, yeah. Here I will check out the recon after I make sure I don't get jumped for all my life. Yeah. Sentries show up here even though chain gun dudes do not, which is always a fun time on Inferno. Turns out the best way to deal with them is to have a combination of hard-to rifle and assault rifle, depending on their distance and how soon they spot you. Usual basics. I'm just playing well enough not to get fucked over. Nothing special yet. But yeah, all this is in preparation to enter Purgatory and swipe me an early Soulstealer and ultimately have it do 3,000 damage a hit. 3,300 or so at the very end. Something like that. Here I'm just being paranoid as all fuck, but that paranoia is well warranted on Inferno. Honestly, I play a bit too fast even on Inferno. That's just me. I like to play fast, eat ass, and consequently get eaten. But in this specific run, I have the power of rewinding the clock, like Doctor Strange. Except instead of magic, I use something equally as magical called File Explorer in Windows 11. But yeah, not going to be many resets or save points here. But that will quickly change. I've done my best to make sure the save transitions are very smooth and seamless, so it might not always be obvious. The most obvious sign you'll see, like, if it transitions, all these fucking corpses would disappear. Like, somewhere right here I should transition, and you'll see the corpses just, like, magically vanish. Because I load a save and I basically edit the video. Yeah, the exact location.
Spray and pray? Okay.
Or maybe it happened already. Fuck if I know. I don't remember the exact timestamps. Yeah, probably happened already. And here is an annoying piece of shit turret that has permanent cover. Very fun, very fun. Like a certain YouTuber who has inspired me with his Inferno runs in this game. I too believe turrets are the most unfun interaction in the game, and quite frankly, bullshit. Regardless if they're not really dangerous or not, like, you can see here, this is like peak unfun gameplay. That is the only way to deal with turrets if you want to avoid getting hit. That right there. Peek, watch them do a salvo for 3 turns in a row. There was that transition. And then fucking peek back, shoot once for a paltry amount of damage because it's fucking Inferno. And then peek repeatedly again. Watch them shoot their 3 salvo again and rinse and repeat. Very fun. Yeah, fuck turrets. Another one. This one is not undercover, so this one I just rifle in the face. Not so bad. But yeah. Rocket turrets are probably the worst on normal runs, because they'll just, like, hit you, and there's nothing you can do. Except have a lot of dodge, which you don't always have. Because, yeah, builds and gear exist. Just me kiting more fucking sentries. Now the good thing about having sentries this early is I get to start stocking up on 7.62 ammo for the chain gun. And even with all the fucking hoarding of it and using an ammo printing station to print more 7.62 ammo, I still run really fucking low at several points in Purgatory. And that's counting like the 400 to 500 some chain gun ammo I get from all the chain gunners in there too. So this run gets really wild and really hairy. It is not a run you would typically do on the first try or ever in a single legit segment. But like I said, this was mostly theoretical. And I did enjoy just making a run where I completely fucking wash all of Inferno. It's pretty hilarious. One could say that it's even very satisfying to have this kind of vengeance on the game once in a while. Enabling this fucking last sentry so it doesn't shoot me before I get into cover. Still gonna shoot me. No, maybe not.
Brave fucking men.
Got him scot-free that time. Now just me running around hitting WASD keys like a spaz lord. So, interesting little tech. Even at base move speed, if you spam the one directional key instead of holding it down, you go faster. The turns go by faster too, so technically you don't go faster, just like everything unfolds faster because you're spamming the key instead of holding it. And maybe I can change that in settings by getting the input delay even lower, but it's in milliseconds already. Like, come on. I like spamming it anyway. It's a fucking OCD thing. Go forgetting to fucking change to the fresh armor. And now I'm ready for 3.
I should go.
So something about 3 that happens, something really wonderful. And I did not know this seed had this. I still don't know that it has this. But here, I'm gonna fight these fucking guards. Like fucking 6 or 7 of them just come by to say hello to me on the elevator. Standard practice for Inferno, you know? That's pretty tame, all things considered. There's not an Exalted Reaver pack to completely end my run. So, pretty tame. And that is an autoloader chain gun on floor 3. That is probably the luckiest and best drop I will get this entire run. Because that is insane luck. It is not strictly necessary, but it makes a lot of fights go faster. Theoretically, I could, with a plain chain gun, do the same thing. It would just be way slower and way smoother. Way less smooth, I mean. But yeah, here you'll see I start using autoloader already to move around. But this will really come into play against the fucking Ravagers in Purgatory. With a rocket launcher and with an autoloader chain gun, you can kite them indefinitely if you play it right. With just 2 ranks of Hellrunner and no other base move speed buffs. And you will see that come into play. It's pretty straightforward. I didn't really need to save scum to do that. But I did need to save scum to do a lot of other things. Because sometimes there is 6 fucking Reavers. And if you go 1 square in the wrong direction and shoot your weapon and not square, they all come at you and you die. That will happen really often in Purgatory. Instead, though, I finagle it so that only like 2 or 3 ArchReavers come in at a time, which is manageable. It is not cool, but it is manageable. Unstable themes. Okay. But you see, I have a chain gun, friends. So don't give a shit. Not yet, anyway. You can hear a bunch of bots walking around in the fucking distance. I don't know where they are, because this game doesn't have surround. Surround would be kind of cheesy, arguably. But I know they're there somewhere in one of these rooms. Sentries don't make noise, but that big bot behind it, he's one of the noise makers for sure. And you can see chain gun spin up doing its work.
If you can't do
I'm like, when the fuck am I ever gonna use a shotgun on fucking Inferno? And yes, I like shotguns when it's ultra violence or lower, but on shit like Inferno, where everyone has 50% more health, you're not one-tapping those melee dudes before they reach you. And when you fire one shell, you gotta reload, and yeah. Instead of running, you have to swap weapons to something else, and you're already dead. So on Inferno, the best solution not to get mauled by 5 fiends and 2 reavers is shoot them with a long-range weapon before they get to you. And if you shoot them enough, they won't get to you. That is the only solution on Inferno. Granted, it's a pretty effective one if you have enough game sense or are just clairvoyant or both. And in this run, I got both. Game sense, because I played enough Inferno, and clairvoyance, because File Explorer. And this is a TAS, tool assisted. Anyway, that's just me fucking ranting and monologuing some more. I hope you're enjoying my beautiful radio voice. I'm told it's very fucking charming. No, not really. So here I'm just checking requirements for Vampyre, because I don't have it memorized by heart. But the first 2 points go into Hellrunner for obvious reasons. The build will be Hellrunner, 3 points for the first rank of Vampyre, and then, in a plot twist, the last 3 points, I do get to level 9 eventually, will be Tough as Nails, to ignore the effects of pain on my accuracy. And this will become apparent why it's so fucking important on Inferno as a melee. Because, 1, you never have 100% dodge from Ultraviolence on up. The way that it works is, if you see 100% dodge on the bottom left corner of your screen, okay, they have a 0% chance to hit you. Guess what? Enemies get plus 10% to accuracy, and that gets applied after all of the other calculations. Why? Because fuck you, that's why. So they always get at least a 10% chance to hit you. 1 in 10. No matter what you do, what kind of build you have. 1 in 10 hits will always fucking hit you. Always. So in that scenario, even if my melee starts one-shotting, it just may in a bit. It can't really one-shot someone if I have 70% pain and a 10% chance to hit. Now can it? So that's where Tough as Nails come in at the very end. Before that, all I do is I save adrenaline and I pop it when I see my pain meter too high and there's still like 3 enemies to kill. So just judicious use of my cooldowns. Either way, Hellrunner 2 and then Vampyre, and then I'm level 6. And beyond that, I'm not leveling past 6 for a long time. Because the way Purgatory's Catharsis debuff works is... here's some friendly fire. I fucking run into a turret and I see a bunch of fucking humans, zombies, right in front of it. Good times. That's an example of a good turret interaction. Which is then followed by the more bad interaction once this guy dies. Anyway, what was I saying about Catharsis? Yes. So the way Catharsis debuff works is, the higher the difficulty level, the bigger, the more percent health loss and the more percent XP loss you get every time you transition into a new room, explored or unexplored. So on normal, this is 2% health, 4% XP per room transition. Not that bad, right? On hard, that is 3 and 6%. On newbie, that is 5 and 10. And nightmares 7-14. Apocalypse is 9-18. And finally, on Inferno, every single time I change rooms in Purgatory, I lose 11% of my base max health. And I earn 22% less XP. So this is capped. This is hard capped at 90% base health lost and 90% XP loss. Beyond that, the Purgatory stops taking shit from you, even if you gain your max health back somehow. Which is the only reason that this run is possible. Because of that little loophole. Either way, in like 3 to 4 rooms, I am pretty much capped at maximum 90% XP penalty. So, yeah. Past level 6 to 7, I really cannot hope for more levels and more traits.
Fuck this shit.
I have to have my build be complete by level 6. That's what I was planning for. Here you can see that I just completely fucking washed this guy. And this was very well rehearsed. That fucking rocket launcher dude, I got pissed off at him. I said, I am not taking a fucking splash damage hit from this dude. And I spent 30 minutes retrying the start of this map until I found the perfect movement by which to not get hit by him, to essentially flawless him. And this game's seed is very deterministic. If you move the exact same way I did and shoot the exact same way I did, you will flawless that dude on this seed. Anyway, past that, it's like, whatever. I'm winging it again, because it's still, you know, mostly a normal level. Except for 2 fucking Ravagers. That is less normal, and that starts to happen more and more often past this. But I find a way to deal with the Ravagers, mostly by face tanking them, because there's enough healing on here. But in the future, I do have to figure out more clever ways to deal with them, because there does come a time where I'm below 40 max health, and 1 or 2 hits from a Ravager will just kill me, even if I have all the medkits in the world. But more on that when we cross that bridge. Here, I probably should have waited to pick up that health orb, but I decided to go with it. Just using rifles optimal range versus zombies who have less optimal range. That is actually the main reason why the hunter rifle is so good early game. Most of these former human soldiers, their range is a lot less than the hunter rifles. So even if they shoot back at you, if you do it right, they won't hit you and you'll just kill them. So hunter rifle MVP, at least for now. Here I get jumped by a Reaver, but it's only 1 Reaver. And here's the first instance where autoloader chain gun fucking saved my life. Because there I could kite and reload, shoot the Reaver. Very important. Excuse me while I am slightly confused about where to go. Navigation is not my strong suit. Never was. Just finagling more corner peaks. And Ravager. Ravager number 1. do not deal with him very elegantly, but I deal with him. Mostly because my chain gun is just better than his. And thank fuck for that. So, bastards. Here, I'm not sure why the fiends did not mercilessly pursue me. Like, I shot him in the friggin' back of the head. Here, I'll shoot him again. And I shoot him again. And, like, he just does not chase me. But his buddy does, finally. Weird. Sometimes enemy AI is weird. Most of the time it's very consistent, but those few times it's just like... And here I just get tapped for most of my life by one Rocket Ravager. That chased away. Here I got lucky as fuck. That fireball just like missed me point blank. Just me finagling enemy aggro range some more. I only recently learned enemy aggro mechanics and how to properly abuse them, so this was a fun little run to really put that to use. Here, I just shot him a couple of times off screen. And missed, but you know, you do miss when you shoot from that far. Okay. Next level is Vampyre.
Rest in pieces, chuckle fucks.
I don't know, man. For chuckle fucks, they sure don't chuckle a lot. They do make very angry hissing sounds. And they do try to shoot me in the head. I wouldn't really call that chuckling. Nope. Long revolvers. I don't know, I've never been a fan of them. Because their increased range just like gets cancelled out by the static visual range on everything. Normal revolvers have about the same maximum optimal range as your visual range. There's no point. Really, unless you're just being a hipster and you just want to roleplay as Joker or something. So here is an interesting fucking RNG and positional manipulation. This guy is a Rocket Ravager, and I move and shoot and act in such a way that his rocket gets blocked by that pillar, and I'm standing far enough away and I just kill him. Took me a few tries to get that right. Well, very satisfying. Because you usually do not get the luxury of having the perfect terrain to flawless Rocket Ravagers. Usually you have to hope you're in an open space and you kite them with superior movement speed and take pot shots at them with rockets. That is the most reliable way. Here I'm just slowly finagling the rest of the assholes. And there is a lot of assholes in this little room. Really? At first I thought, oh, ammo printer? The fuck would I need that for? But then I thought about it. And then, turns out this ammo printer really saved my life down the road. So here I'm being an idiot and I'm thinking about, hey, what do I print? Easy, dummy. 107.62 rounds. But no, I'm still thinking about, like, how's the run gonna go? I'll come in and get it on the fly. And finally, you see me realize that, hey, yeah, chain gun ammo is gonna be my main source of damage in the Purgatory before Soulstealer. So, I should get more chain gun ammo. Way more chain gun ammo. Funny thing about the face kits, I don't use a single one on this run, even though I fucking stockpile them like a maniac. I even used up the emergency supply drop to get me a face kit just in case. But it turns out, with the right play, I didn't need them at all. Pretty crazy. Still, they gave me a warm, fuzzy feeling. Face kits are always a nice, warm teddy bear in this game. You just like having them, even if you never use them. So here I unfortunately do not go the Giga Chad route and increase health, because I'm gonna go down to 10 health in the Purgatory anyway. Or close to it. No, I just take a stim pack. Nothing special.
I should fucking go.
And there we are. L2. This was a surprisingly tame portal to close. But had I gone even slightly off to the side and shot at even one dude, that whole area would converge on me. There would be like 3 fucking Reavers, 4 to 6 beams, and, you know, a bunch of former humans just for a little seasoning. In short, to death. There would be death for me. And I found that out the hard way. I did reload this area a bunch. Unstable Reaver. Oh, nice. Nah, we kite that. As long as it's a non-elemental Reaver, they are not going to fireball you in the face for all your life. Just shoot them in the face before they close the distance. Easier said than done, but easier than elemental Reavers. Much easier. So here's another part where I ate shit multiple times because of these fuckers. So notice the epics, Hunter, and Resilient. I have tried a lot of things, and that pre-fire the rocket is the only thing that worked. Otherwise, you can't outrun them because they're Hunter, and you can't kill them fast enough because they're Resilient. So, yay.
Need to get rid of some shit.
That rocket from that exact position to that exact square is the only way to fucking kill these fuckers on this seed. That's gonna be a recurring theme. Inferno is theoretically doable. It is still pretty fair, quote unquote. But you're not gonna find how to do it in a normal run. It's like you need clairvoyance, you need to see into the future to do it. Or, you know, just file explorer. So it's an interesting state the game is in. On the one hand, it is possible to pull off shit like this through normal play. On the other hand, good fucking luck figuring out how to pull shit like this. Good fucking luck. But that is why I made this quote-unquote TAS. I want to show everyone that this is indeed possible. And you don't have to perform a frame-perfect inputs, nothing. You just have to know exactly what to do at exactly the right time. And 90% of the time, you know what to do, even if you don't save scum. It's that other 10% of the time that on Inferno, you must still know. And that usually you don't. So here I'm just pre-firing a rocket. Just not. And bait it. Now I had only about a 50% certainty that there was fiends somewhere around there. But it was enough. Because I just swapped to the rocket launcher on the ground and I use up a round. ArchReavers. Thank you, chain gun. Those are Reavers, by the way. I found out the hard way. So I'm finagling this once again. Missed. This one won't. I'm close enough. Yeah, I heard him. See, he got hit there.
Reload already. A fucking man.
And over. So now the first shit show of the run, the first real shit show, Callisto Anomaly. It definitely took me a couple of dozen tries to figure out a good strat for these, and then to implement it.
I should fucking do silence.
So these are all going to be elemental reavers. They all have fireballs, and the fireballs do a shitload of damage, and either set me on fire, set me on poison, or set me on acid. Very fun. And these are ArchReavers. Lots of health. So, how do I deal with this? Hunker. I deal with this with Hunker. Because aiming the Hunter rifle gives it crit chance. Now, I don't want to double aim, that's not efficient. I get 65% crit if I single aim it. So I found that to be the most optimal DPS against these dudes. And beyond that, it's just me hoping to get good enough RNG. And also making sure that when they spawn, they don't get stuck on the pillar right behind me. Because when they do that, they won't peek, and I won't be able to shoot them. And if I move, that's when they peek and they start meleeing me, and it's over. But I do have a strat against that, and you'll see me use it. Probably right around now. One of them will get stuck, and I won't be able to shoot him. Yeah, he spawned right there, so he got stuck for sure. In that case, I run back, and I lure them back to another corner. And there he goes. And the reason why more of them do not spawn is I have to be near that stone circle, and I have to be moving around near that stone circle to trigger each spawn. It's like on a timer, a certain like 2 to 3 steps each time you see, and a new one spawns. So as long as I don't fucking move again, another one does not spawn. So very interesting spawn mechanics. Very forgiving too, thankfully. There is some bad RNG. He gets me past my cover a bunch of times.
Yes,
I begrudgingly use a med kit. I give him the finger. Well, give his corpse the finger. So again, bad RNG. Hits me with acid.
Wish I could mainline that shit.
Me too, buddy. Me too. I'll know when it's over because the fucking map name will turn blue. Ooh. And here it's one dude and another didn't spawn. Lucky. Oh, no, it's because he was the last one. Anyway, yeah. Chain gun takes care of the last. And now I go back to get the health kit that I did not get on purpose. Efficiency. It's like I only used one med kit through all that. At least that's what I tell myself in my head. As I cry myself to sleep, thinking about elemental ArchReavers. And like here you see both of the random red relic drops be Reaver's Tendon. It's like, I guess I was meant to take it. This was meant to happen. I get a slight upgrade for this later. Because I go to the Frozen Temple. And that temple hooks me the fuck up. It always does. I love that place. Here I'm slightly debating taking this, but 30 Pierce, even if ×2, if I do somehow get Rip in tier 2, eh. Everything has over 100 health on Inferno usually. Fuck that shit. And there we are. Now, the real struggle begins. The hardest part of this run, and the most frustrating, was Purgatory before Soulstealer. Here I get a Jack SMG. This thing does some fucking work for me. It does work. The 44 rounds get depleted pretty rapidly over the course of a few rooms, but this thing does not have a damage or accuracy penalty up close, so I kill many a dog with it. But sometimes Cerberus does not give you a chance to put some distance. His whole gimmick. Just moving a bunch of shit. These multi-tools are great, by the way. I do my best to conserve all of them. I do use one on some random set of armor, but multi-tools are the lifeblood of this run once it takes off, because obviously getting hit enough times where my exosuit breaks and disappears is not ideal. The exosuit is by far the best armor option for a low-level melee vampire. Bar none. Like, that thing makes it so much smoother. Theoretically, you could be naked with only the Soulstealer and you play well enough, sweaty enough. It's still a win, but I wanted to just completely dominate this game for once. Just no mercy. So Soulstealer and Exosuit it is. That's all and well, but I first have to fucking get to the Soulstealer. And like I said, that is the absolute hardest part of the run. Because Purgatory on Inferno, threat level +2, it throws endgame enemies at you at the very beginning. Like room 1 right here could have Medusas already. And I think room 2 you'll see a Medusa that I have to kill. Either way, you see like fucking armored Ravagers, plasma Ravagers, Medusas. The one thing Purgatory does not have for some reason is Warlocks. And honestly, I'll take it. I don't want to fight warlocks right now. Ain't nobody want to do that. Oh, I made a mistake. My face. Okay, whatever. I have Vampyre already, and my health is going to decrease by 11 next room. So I'm like, not as concerned about getting hit yet. And here we see the first instance of cheesing a Ravager by judicious usage of Hellrunner and missile launchers. That will happen several more times. Here I decide I'll full clear this, so that's why I take that healing chest already. Here I kind of fuck it up, but he's far enough away where he misses me, thankfully. Again. Like that. I have to hit wait and watch him walk into my visual range. That's when I can do it. That's the safe way. And there's that Medusa. Room 1 Medusa. Welcome to Inferno. That is what I'll be dealing with. So this guy is gonna fuck me up a little. But I'm gonna fuck him up in return, because there's this little wide corner. Notice that he gets one of those balls past the corner anyway, because he's an asshole. But 1 is better than 4, because I'm alive. And here's Ravager kiting. Good thing about all these fucking rocket and siege Ravagers, they drop their missiles. Get most of your ammo back.
Seems I got them all.
Rip bozo.
There's nothing here.
Here, I have a healthy amount of chain gun ammo. Feeling pretty good. Little do I know what the next room's gonna be. Oh, there's the Reaver gangbang. For some reason here I thought, you know, it would be nice to have only 44 rounds instead of having the extra couple of rounds and taking up a slot in my inventory. In retrospect, I was a fucking dumbass. I should have saved that 44 ammo as much as possible. Because that Jack SMG, having it for the really rough situations, would have made a couple of the fights later a lot smoother and a lot easier. But here I am. Wiser man. Looking at how dumb I was. The usual life experience. Here I'm just kiting a Siege Ravager, because 2 ranks of Hellrunner allow me to do it. This is mostly routine, as long as I judge the distance correctly. Sometimes I don't, because, well, I'm a fucking muppet like that. But that time, I judged everything correctly. We good. Here, just being OCD, I suppose. I didn't like those fucking barrels. Don't know why. That's probably why. I thought I might be luring a bunch of shit to those explosives. Never happened. There, I was trying not to spin up the chain gun, just conserve ammo on the dog. Because he was alone. Oh, Reaver gangbang again. Fun. Here I get a little lucky. They toss a lot of pursuit fireballs, and they miss. And I don't miss. And there I bit off a little more than I could chew. But I had done it several times. And I tried to fight them over there like a dumbass before. But this is an older, wiser me. And he just does that.
No ammo. Reload.
That's really the only way to fight elemental reavers. Running will get you killed. Not running will get you killed. If you open up from them from long enough range behind a corner, that's when you could survive. At least for now. Once I get the actual one-shots going, what I do is I wait around the corner and I mug them. And I heal from it. That is a long ways away. That is still a pipe dream. So here I'm deliberating on what the fuck armor to take and what to try to do on the next level. Because I don't want to fucking go back here and lose another 22% health. That is not an option. Not yet. The penalty has not been maxed yet, and I'm still taking advantage of the fact that I have some life to spare. Here is a bit of an RNG manipulation. I knew that was there because I died a bunch of times on this level, and I found that chest before I died one of those times. And here you see one of the reasons I died a bunch. That dog aggroes you immediately as you walk in. Like, you walk one step forward, that shit is already aggro on you. So yeah, welcome to Inferno. Just a tough Reaver. Here I waste 44 ammo like a dumbass. But I suppose I ran out of chain gun as well at one point, so it really didn't matter in the end. I was gonna be ammo starved no matter what I did. Here I was desperately spamming wheat, hoping more shit comes by and I can corner camp them. But nope. Have to do that. And here I manipulate it in such a way that I hit both with the rockets. Very important. Otherwise, they kill me. Because once they get enough hits on me and I have enough pain, nothing I do works. And they're faster than me, so they'll always be on me. A lot of Inferno is like that. If you don't act quickly and decisively and correctly, You never get to act at all. There's no running from your mistakes. Except the face kit, that works. But I didn't want to use a face kit. I never want to use face kits. So here I kind of bait the fucking chain gunner and the reaver into fighting each other a little, so that they don't both maul me immediately. And that gives me a chance to splash my rockets onto these assholes and finish up the fight. Here I take a bunch of chip damage and armor damage from all the chain gunners. I was never able to figure out a way to kill them without taking chip damage, unfortunately. In a way, while they give me the ammo that I need to go on, they're also some of the worst enemies here. Because they just hate me. Slowly and surely they wear me down. And here, I actually use a multi-tool. I really shouldn't have. I should have let the armor die. But in the end, I get more than enough multi-tools, thankfully, to carry me through to the end. Here, I think about going in already, but then I go... I know there's like 6 more chain gunners on this map. I don't know what the other loot is. Why not just... yeah, just clear the fucking thing. And I do. The dogs do make me think twice about this. And there's a Plasma Ravager. Here, I know there's not really any way around it. I just have to burst them down and take a hit. Thankfully, only one hit. Plasma Ravagers are not very pleasant. They attack a lot faster, and it's much harder to kite them in any meaningful way. They do a shitload of damage. So here I'm just abusing the ranged kite mechanic of the enemies. Because he's a Siege Ravager, he doesn't have much range. He just like automatically spews moves. And here I just YOLO him because I know he's not going to get his shot off before I kill him. And here is the area where there's going to be a shitload of chain gunners. But first, another Siege Ravager. Here I get some good RNG on him. But then I blow it like an idiot and still get hit. And chain gunners. Lots of chip damage. I do my best to have them line up so that I kill them faster, and it works out. You can see I almost ran out of chain gun. So it is a good thing that I, in fact, decided to clear this level and get chain gun ammo back. Now I have 300 rounds. And you can rest assured I am going to be using up most of them. And thankfully, I got a couple of frag grenades to drop. One of those will be important later. Is more of the file explorer abuse. Of all the possibilities and all the experiments I did to enter this room without getting absolutely destroyed, this was the only path I found. There might be more, but this was the only one. This exact series of movements, this exact series of wait and all other action commands on those exact squares. That is the only path I found to survival in this room. And I have looked for almost an hour in this room alone. So yeah. It's not so easy to figure this shit out. Even if you got all the time and all the tries in the world. But it is there. I think, theoretically, every seed is beatable on Inferno. Every seed. You just have to know how. You just have to have clairvoyance and omniscience. But there is at least one path forward on every Inferno seed. I am convinced of that after having done this. Now, is it intuitive enough? Are even the smartest people in the world going to figure it out? Every time? No. Just no. This game is surprisingly complex, surprisingly esoteric in some of its shit. And honestly, in this case, it's very charming. I like this game for that. It's been a long time since I've enjoyed a turn-based, purely strategy-based game. This game has been a breath of fresh air in that regard. And it has the fucking classic Doom comic aesthetic. Dialogue, enemies, gratuitous violence. It's great. And here too, this was the only path to survival. Because those fucking dogs, they camp there until you walk right up on them around the corner, and then they aggro you. There is nothing you can do to aggro them, aside from walking up on them around that corner. And those exact movements, steps, were the only way to not get instantly deleted. This one took me 1 to 2 hours of tries, repeated tries. So this room, I am not clearing this room. And there is a lot of nasty shit in this room. In the areas I did not explore, there's at least 2 Medusas. And like 5 to 8 other Reavers that I do not aggro. But if I were to walk... If I were to fire a weapon even one square to the left of where I fired while I was kiting that Ravager, like 5 Reavers would be on my ass immediately. I shit you not. This room was absolute hell. It was pretty hilarious though. I'd just be chilling thinking, you know, I nailed it. I did all my movement, I got all my shots, and then 5 Reavers would show up on my screen the next turn. And it's like, no. No. You're a dumbass. And here I just trade some health. Because I'm gonna go down to 33 max health next room. But that is also the room that room is the room of the Soulstealer, yes. So this is the last really fucking ridiculously struggle bus room. Because next room I get the Soulstealer. Yes, I get the Soulstealer right here. I have acquired Excalibur. But it is not over. So thankfully there's 3 little dudes over here to level the sword a little, to get some health back. And I do the classic melee trick. And you can see even with 40% pain, I start to miss a lot right now. So
there's nothing here.
I could have popped adrenaline, didn't wanna. There are a lot more important places to pop adrenaline with a lot higher stakes than one fucking fiend. This is one such place. Because the thing about adrenaline and its healing is, it does not cost a turn. Medkits do. And if you medkit in front of 2 Reavers, they're gonna hit you for more than what that medkit healed. It is what it is. Here I go back. I deliberate about taking it, and yes, I take it. So I have 52 health instead of 26. But then I don't really want to fight them, so I just leave anyway. I'm not coming back here anyway, so I took it just because. So here I just go back to the portal, and I could leave already, yes. But that's not this run. I don't want to just win on this run. No. This run. No. It is so many things. It is so many things. It is revenge. It is stretching the limits of this game. The limits of what you as a player can do. It's so many things, and it's so many theories that I want to just show in practice, in action. And so that is why I go and go get the Exosuit. I don't need to. This run can be won with nothing but the Soulstealer. No amp, no armor, no headpiece, no other weapons, just Soulstealer. It can be won with just the Soulstealer. That is why I call this thing the Excalibur. It literally is fucking Excalibur. And my guy is starting to have flashbacks to previous lives, where he was a king that unified and founded a country, and had a bunch of weird dudes on his team that fucking sat around a weird looking table. But man, those were good times. And there was this fucking crackhead named Merlin who for some reason could break the laws of physics. It was crazy, I tell you. Those were crazy times. But here I am just having a little leisurely waltz through Purgatory, slaying demons now. Nothing terribly exciting compared to being fucking King Arthur. But what can you do? I have my Excalibur again, and that's all I've did, just to have my sword again. And here I can already start to fucking kill Ravagers, like so. As you can see though, it's not free. My speed, my movement and attack speed is not high enough to always guarantee I kill them before they melee me. And they are big chunky dudes with very heavy firearms attached to their hands. So yes, their melee hurts quite a bit. Has a lot of heft behind it. Here is some fucking well-rehearsed play. This once again was the only path forward without eating a fucking 50 or 60 damage to the face immediately. And while I can withstand that, I didn't wanna. I did not wanna. Once again, this video is meant to show the limits of human play. What is truly achievable in this game. This is all theoretically achievable in any PlayStation. As play session. On any difficulty. This is all achievable every single time you play. Let that sink in. Let that fuck with your head. If you could just do everything perfectly, you would win every fucking time, even on Inferno. Even on Inferno. That is the beauty of this game. And you know what? You're not gonna win every time. You're not gonna have the power of foresight. You're not gonna have the power of dozens of lives. But that possibility is there. It's always gonna taunt you. It's always gonna taunt me. And that really makes it beautiful. Because while I'm solving the mystery of is this at all possible, with a resounding yes, I am not solving the mystery of how or how often. The answer is not very often at all. Let's be real here. Here none of this is rehearsed. I'm just luring Ravagers around the corner so that I can fucking harvest them for their health. There I stand in a pool of acid like an idiot, so all the health I harvested got lost. But I decided to move on anyway. I don't give a fuck. Find some armor, sure. Just random pieces of armor, because it is Purgatory. Tough enemies, but good loot everywhere. That's Purgatory. Here I am. I am at the portal to Europa. You have to go this way to go to the Exosuit. Don't worry, I'm not taking that portal. I'm going straight back to Callisto Anomaly after all this. Because I want to go through the entire game, through as much content as possible with this. Not because I need to. I could start off in EO right now, and I could level this enough to where it one-shots Archmedusas, easily. Excalibur would allow me to do that already. I would have to play pretty well, but it would allow me to do that. No. I want to just go completely overboard. Show everything. Most of all, I want you to see how much you can trivialize Inferno. How much is possible. Because a lot of people think that this difficulty is tough. That sometimes it's impossible. Sometimes you just give up. No. It's only impossible because you lack the knowledge. Your puny brain lacks the knowledge, and the foresight, and the clairvoyance. If you had it, you would win every time. Every time. Here I'm just mugging more Reavers around the corner. mugging more dogs. I can already one-shot most of them. I bait his melee attack. I don't want to peek around, so I stationary melee, because then I can do that. And that. And that. And bait. And get fucked. 58% chance. We take those. Get fucked again. That's 34%. I tried it anyway. I was gonna adrenaline if I missed that. I didn't give a fuck. That was pretty lucky though. None of that was rehearsed at all either. No save state abuse. Just me winging it. Already you can see, like, I can wing it even with fucking 30 health. And Excalibur is already carrying. This is such an underrated weapon, and Purgatory is such an underrated place, even on higher difficulties. You can... this, without a doubt, proves it. Like, look at that. Just pop, pop. 2 Reavers dead. Get fucked. Bye-bye. GG, no rate. So already my Soulstealer is starting to one-tap everything. Probably 90% of the things I can meet now are one-tap. And here I probably should have ran at him. But it worked out. Vampyre starting to carry as well. So you can see how repair tools become more important than healing, than med packs. Very, very quickly multi-tools become more important. Because to maintain Exosuit armor, I need multi-tools. I am hungry for multi-tools. And I have been neglecting armor repair this entire time, just stockpiling multi-tools. Because I know what's up. Here I'm having a little brain fart moment. It's the frag grenade, stupid. Get rid of it. There you go. And don't pick it up again, even if you use this. But you're not going to use this, because bulk mod is double durability for headgear. That comes into play. So, my plan, besides Exosuit and Soulstealer, is to find a helmet with tech monitor on it, so that I get double the repair value per multi-tool. Now, do I find this? Stay tuned. Do I find this? Will this bulk mod sit here forever in my inventory? The answer is maybe. Go. Here's a Medusa that aggroes. It doesn't aggro you instantly, but it's blocking away. I tried. I have not found a way to aggro it and hurt it over someplace without getting jumped by 5 fucking Reavers again. So I had to kill it here. But I have Excalibur, so killing a Medusa is already a possibility. Not a very pleasant one, but it is a possibility. So here I'm trying to finagle the left side for aggro. I'm not really wanting to go to the right side yet, because there's just a million Reavers over there. And I'm just not feeling like taking on Reavers yet. I don't know. I was pretty worn out right at this moment. I had been playing for a while. And here you see the thickest fucking juke dodge. I melee someone to get the fuck out of the way of that Reaver, and then I fucking stab him in the back of the neck. Some anime shit right there. And they say turn-based games are boring. Heathens. Non-believers. Here I get shot by a chain gun because I'm a dumbass again. Nothing new. Come on. Let me mug ya. Yeah. And it's at this point I realized, you know, I'm not going to be having any more ammo issues. In fact, I'm going to be starting to drop most of my ammo. I do keep that chain gun and 100 rounds on me through the entire game, because this chain gun got me here. 50% of the reason I'm here is because this autoloader chain gun. I respect that. I carry my friend through the entire journey as a result. Enabling the aggro so that I can corner fuck him again. The usual. You'll see me do that a lot. Even after this run is pretty much a god run, I'll keep doing it. Mostly to save on repair costs. Don't have to get hit. Don't want to get hit. Don't have to get hit. And here I decide to fucking aggro the Reavers. I say fuck it. I'll ball. And here I have to adrenaline, because, okay, yeah, 90%. I thought about it for a sec. But adrenaline was still on. I still had good hit rate. It's just like, it's like one of those moments. Yeah, I could die here.
That's better.
Just fucking using that combat pack on the ground, because why not? Combat packs are pretty much pointless throughout the entire run. I'm either too low a health to benefit from them. I get one shot or two shot. Or I have so much healing and overhealing from Vampyre that I can't even use combat packs. In fact, that's one of the issues of this build. Once it gets going, it always has overheal, and that means max health. And if you have full health or more, you cannot use medkits or stim packs to cleanse your status effects. You are just stuck with them. Those 20 stacks of fire and 20 stacks of poison, they're gonna eat away all your overshield before you can clear them. It is what it is. And that is also the reason why I continue to play carefully, even after this run takes off and I one-shot everyone. Because I don't want to get afflicted by poison and burning at the wrong time and have my entire overshield disappear. Because that overshield is useful. There's exploder enemies everywhere. There's just a lot of bad shit on Inferno. And that overshield and their multi-tools to repair armor do a lot of the heavy lifting. Or we'll start doing it. I'm dropping my crack grenade because I realize I can just one-shot most of the fuckers I would use a crack on now, since I have Excalibur. It took me a bit of time to realize that. I was very slow on the uptake. But I could be slow in general. This guy did die in one hit, so yeah. He will. In a few more kills, he would die in one hit too. So here, I know where they are. I'm just finagling them a bit. And also dropping. So like, this armor is almost all broken. It's not offering protection and it was giving me a dodge penalty. I honestly should have dropped it like earlier while I was fighting that fucking Ravager. I may not have gotten hit on extra time. Misplays then and there, you know. So you can see, like, even with the power of File Explorer and Foresight, there is still some room for improvement. There's so many little things you can do to improve your game on this. So many little things. More corner camping to mug. This fatso is a bit weird. He doesn't want to come. He like very reluctant. You see that? I have to shoot him with a chain gun. And then he comes.
There's nothing here.
I guess he just didn't want any of it. Until I shot him, he didn't want any of it. He saw me murder all his friends here, and it's like, nah, I'm good. I just want to go to back to my home in the 7th circle of hell. See my wife and kid. Commit more mischief against regular-ass, normal people. I don't want any of what this guy's offering. Nah, fuck this guy. I mean, if I was a demon, yeah, that's what I'd be thinking. Ain't no fucking way I would fight me as a demon. Here's me finagling reverse. Wrangling some more. Oh, give me your health, boy. Finagling aggro again. Finagle successful. Oh, random ass Reaver. But we're okay with this. In fact, he showed up at the perfect time. Here I deliberate for a bit, and I decide to move towards him. Probably the wrong choice, but I had enough overshield that I didn't give a fuck. I'm already up to 84 max health. Slowly starting to get back all my tankiness. All my mistake buffer, as I call it. And here I find the absolute best helmet I can find. A tech visor with tech monitor. And there is your answer of, do I ever use that bulk mod pack? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And now, that together with Exosuit means I get virtually infinite repairs. But obviously I don't pick it up right now. I don't want to get hit and have it use up durability until I have the Exosuit. Then I pick up both of them, and then they both get 1,000 durability, and everything is nice. The world is good. But before then, I'm just using random shitty armor drops. Yeah. Whatever I see. Normal dog. Adaptive. That would be a threat if he didn't die in one shot. Adaptive is free for me now. Excalibur is a drug. A hell of a drug. And mugging some more people around the corner. Hello. Goodbye. Thanks for the health. And you can see already in Purgatory. If I wanted to stay in Purgatory indefinitely, I actually could. I could endless run Purgatory forever and ever and ever. This build is that fucking ridiculous. You can see here I lose most of my overshield though, so this ain't no joke. Oh, Soulstealer is leveled. Okay. I did it right that time. Did not get shot in the face.
No room.
Okay. Yay, more multi-tools. Yeah, don't need rockets anymore, silly. What the fuck are you kiting? What do I drop here? No, I dropped the large combat. No, I dropped the rockets. What? I'm so confused. What the fuck did I do here? Logic dictates I dropped the large combat pack. It's like a bad habit. Yeah, there we go. I do drop it. Okay, good job. That's me. Good job. You're not a complete idiot. Here I get shot with a chain gun again. Back to being an idiot. Just like this dude refuses to get finagled. You're gonna get finagled, friend. Just accept it. Thank you, thank you. And shot with a chain gun again. I seriously underestimate the aggro range and the accuracy of these motherfuckers every time. And maybe eventually that'll stop. I just need to get shot at by them often enough. Apparently 10 times is not often enough this run. But you know, I'm a slow learner like that. Ow. I don't know what I'm doing there. Brain farting. I'm like, I got enough buffer and only 2 kills left. Who the fuck cares? So you're like, this dude refuses to budge. And like, tries to blast me again. He knows, man. Dude knew. Didn't save him, though. Get fucked. What's the last dot here? Oh, another fatso. This one's armored. Doesn't matter. Didn't have a mod like toughness or resilience, so he just died. I do. Yeah, I grabbed that. And I wait on the health. Yeah, I grabbed these, because the room... I don't know what the next room is yet, but I know it's the room with Exosuit. So I'm probably grabbing these to drop them right next to the portal. Because once I grab the Exosuit, I'm probably leaving immediately. That is my game plan anyway. If I have to fight past a bunch of enemies, then I'd probably do that. In retrospect, leaving immediately was the right call, because that fucking Medusa just crept up on me immediately. And it was gonna hit me from range like 3 times before I did anything. So here I put durable on the the combat visor. I think about putting aim, but it's like, what the fuck am I gonna use aim for? But there's really nothing else to put, as I find out later. So I just put something on it eventually, for shits and giggles. So okay, I have durable, tech monitor, and 5% dodge on my fucking combat visor. Pretty much the best, the most ideal headpiece I can get for this build. More dodge, good. More durability, good. Better repairs, very good. And then, yeah, I guess I grab the health here. I leave the health orb on the ground in case I need healing, in case I get my ass kicked and I survive. Now I'm gonna drop the visor, and I'm just gonna go in with a combat armor in case shit hits the fan. I'm deliberating a lot, like giddy or something. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Just have max protection. I was overthinking this, honestly. Because now that I'm here... No enemies around? No enemies around. There is the armor. And like I'm fucking jiggling back and forth thinking there's gonna be 5 Reavers. There wasn't. Just a random ass Medusa got pissed off and tried to get after me. But the thing about Medusas is people are afraid of them more than they should be. Medusas are very slow and they drop aggro very quickly. They attack a lot. They do a shitload of damage if you fight them up front. But if you just want to get past them, you can, like, hurt them a little. You can aggro them, hurt them a little to the side somewhere, and then just run past. They don't really pursue you endlessly like other demons. They just chill. So there you have it. Exosuit, Soulstealer, Tech Monitor. I think about killing these dudes. Not sure I do. Yeah, I don't. I wasn't really going for 100% kills on this run, because that would require me fighting 3 Medusas and 7 Reavers in one fucking room, almost always all at once. And that wasn't happening. So there you have it. Excalibur acquired. 20 robot suit acquired. Well, the God Run, part of this God Run, now begins. Once I exit this portal, back to Callisto. Well, yeah. You don't need no explanation. I've been one-shotting most of the enemies here already. Now there are some enemies with damage gates. The Warden has a damage gate, and he has a lot of explosions. But, as you will see, I will have a lot of overheal barrier. And that will allow me to show off how fucking stupid this build already is. Alright, so... not much to say here. Once I fully level the Exosuit, my total move speed becomes 0.5 or less. And my attack speed becomes 0.8 instead of 1. As if I fucking needed it, but overkill is overkill. I wanted this to be overkill. I wanted my win of this Inferno run to be so complete that there is not even a question. And there we go. Now I start increasing health. Not because it's the Giga Chat thing to do, but because I literally have no other use for the med stations. Because the health increase is not going to actually increase my health once I reach 160. It's just a flashy way to throw away the fucking charges of the med station. Here we see that I no longer always finagle shit. Sometimes I just decide to YOLO. Because my fucking movement speed is already pretty ridiculous. Like that. This is definitely a lot more anime than turn-based at this point, where I just like zip past 10 fucking dudes before they react and they're all dead. They're all just dead. But yeah, it's not always free. It's not always something I do, because Inferno has this thing where everyone gets an exalted modifier. At least one. And that exalted modifier very often is some kind of fire aura or poison aura. And yeah, I have already mentioned previously that this build's weakness is if it gets set on fire or other status effects, and it's at full health, which it usually is at with overheal, I can't fucking cleanse those status effects unless I have an ENV pack. Because I can't use med packs or stim packs while my health is full. I wish I could, but this is probably not an oversight in game design. They probably thought about some crazy shit like this. I could see it. It would be a bit silly if all I had to do was just reach for a small med kit every time I waited in the 10 fire dudes and just mash the attack button. So like, mostly I'm glad that I still do have to think about things, still have to have some finesse, even on this ridiculousness here. But I put finesse kind of loosely, because you see these guys don't have any elemental aura, and I'm like, yeah, I guess I don't give a shit about you. Normal reavers. I finagle a bit. And then I lose patience. Don't know why I'm chopping out vending machines. Because it feels nice. Just like one-shotting the destructibles while fucking going around at Mach speed. It's an ASMR thing. I just fucking like destroying things, man. I can't help it. Just wander around like a kid with a large stick. Just fucking put everything through the work. Through the ringer. It's a thing. It's a vibe. And here I just really don't give a shit about any of them. Except that poison aura, dude. I slightly gave a shit. But you can see here I'm making another point mostly. So he has a damage gate, he's not getting one shot, and he's landing pretty much all his rockets on me. But I really just don't give a shit. I really don't give a shit. I had so much overshield that... yeah. And now I just auto-use the large kit on the ground, yes. Yes, I do. Just because. And I pick up more multi-tools. Now, could I have done that cleaner? Could I have not used a multi-tool? Could I have been at 90% armor? Yeah, sure. Sure. But that's not the point. The point is, even if an enemy doesn't fucking die immediately to me, he still fucking dies. And I still don't give a fuck. And this is on Inferno. With exalted modifiers everywhere. I still don't give a fuck. This is the build. This is one of the pinnacles of what's possible for a player in this game. Now, I do have to give a fuck in some cases, and you'll see that very clearly in one specific example where I almost die. And then I realize, and then I stop fucking being a derp, and I don't die. And here I slightly overuse the one multi-tool, but I just extract all of them. Every station that has multi-tool extraction from here on is me extracting the multi-tools. Giving me more of that engineering juice. Multi-tools are more important than the healing items, more important than the phase kits by far now. They are more important than everything. Because my gear is literally complete. Aside from relics and amps that I can find on the ground, it is complete. I am perfect. I am perfect self. There's nothing left for me to absorb. I just want to destroy the world. Fun with it. I am simply death, destroyer of worlds. Yeah, got rocketed in the face, didn't care. I'll finagle him. Take a hit. Sometimes I finagle, sometimes I play a little careful. Like this Toxic Aura dude. Or no, that was not careful at all. I shouldn't have fucking meleeed into it. Should have stationary meleeed. But I guess I saw the fucking multi-tool terminal here, and my monkey brain is like, you just have 15 multi-tools on you all the time. Spoiler warning, I won't. I'll go down to my last stack at the end. So, yeah, I should have probably been more careful here. Had I known about that. But we make it. We make it. And I don't know if that is level 2 or level 3 Exosuit yet. If it's level 3, it's definitely completely Jover. It's just all Ogre. But even level 2, like, I'm running at like 0.45 speed or less. So yeah, at this point, the game just plays itself as long as I'm using at least half my brain for this. You know, just like half a dozen brain cells is enough. It certainly is a fucking spectacle. So here you see lots of pain. I had to pop adrenaline to clear the pain. So it's not free. I have to watch my pain meter. And at this point, I don't know if I'll ever get level 9. I did not know I would get level 9. I thought that I would fall just shy. I thought I would be level 8 forever at the end of Dante. It turns out there is way too many fucking demons in Dante Inferno. And that even with 90% XP penalty, I get almost a full level just in Dante Inferno. It's fucking wild. And here's where I almost died, because I turned my brain off and was fucking spamming and not looking at the stream. And then I realized, hey, this build has some weaknesses. This build is mortal. This build can die. And very easily. And I just spent a multi-tools worth on 3 assholes. 3 assholes took away a whole multi-tools worth of repair. Really no need for that bullshit. So here I stationary melee and his poison cloud still fucking gets me. What an asshole. Does this guy's poison cloud also get me? It does. Oh, because I don't stationary melee. Yeah, see, I'm still playing like a slight derp. I still have this fucking high that I got all my gear. I'm ridiculously strong. And yeah, I could have like reloaded this or something, or died and reloaded, but nah, no need. That also proves a certain point. Like, the kind of play I showed on this floor of Europa alone would get me killed on ultraviolence. Would get me killed even on ultraviolence. And yet here I am in Inferno. I shrugged it all off with life to spare. Didn't give a shit. And the fucking perpetrators are all in the next world. Unfortunately for them, I'm coming to the next world right after EO. And I don't know what happens when people die and go to hell and I kill them there. Do they just cease to exist? That's a question for the ages. Nah, you know what it is? They are trapped inside my Soulstealer. When they die, I trap them inside my Soulstealer for eternity. They are there as an infinite power source for my sword. Once they have been impaled through the sternum. That's what it is. I like that look. It is why this fucking Excalibur becomes so strong. It has the weight of 1,000 souls behind it. Kind of like the fucking Philosophy Stone in the Alchemist, I guess. Yeah, that's a apt comparison. Either way, Soulstealer OP. My Excalibur. My one and only guiding light. My one true mentor. My guiding light. It's been here all along. It's always been here for me. All I needed to do was use File Explorer. And here there's a bunch of Exalted. None of them have elemental auras, but I still play a little safe, save a little repair. And also just completely demolish them. Ooh. That situation would be slightly concerning were I any other build right now. Stationary melee? No, I'm still being an idiot. Yeah. Probably didn't need to have to be forced to use that multi-tool, but whatever. Still running that sugar high where I'm just like... Yeah. I am just high on this build right now. When I was running through the Europa, I just... Yeah. I had a feeling, I had a suspicion that it would turn out this way, but seeing it in practice, seeing my theory unfold, it was something else, man.
This opens elsewhere.
And what you think when what you plan turns real, that is something else. That is special. That's always special. But this was beyond what I thought, what I planned. This was well beyond it. The Exosuit bonus, just like, look at that shit. I just did not give a fuck. And this is without running. This is without extra dodge from running. This is with only Hell Runner 2. And I just, yeah, I still can shrug shit off. Yeah, fucking Frozen Ruins. It's worth it though. It's worth it because of Frozen Heart specifically. Because with this specific build, I really do not want to get frozen by anything. Anything, ever. So I will take that Frozen Heart and I'll carry it forever. And that turned out to be the right call. Because in that temple, I got 20% speed relic with no downside. Instead of this Reaver's Tendon, which doubles my pain decay. So, huge upgrade. I was happy with it.
I'll fuckhead.
Yeah, get my mad packs back. So it's not the health damage I take that's the problem. I'll always get enough healing back and from Vampyre and just random drops. It's always that the damage to my armor and the multi-tool I have to use to repair it. That's always the issue. That's always the issue. I'm never truly under threat of death But my Exosuit is always under threat of becoming nothing. And thankfully that did not happen this run. But if had it happened, it would have felt pretty bad. Would have felt like I had to take things twice as slow. Would have been a lot less cool. But as this run picks up, you are going to see some crazy fucking... Yeah, like that. I'm just deliberating which way to go. So, I stationary melee. I pop adrenaline. Good. And yeah. You notice how most of them were unstable and exploded in my face? That's the other thing about this setup. It is mostly immune to the effects of the unstable mod because of the Vampyre healing. So, it's a little counterintuitive, but Vampyre healing and unstable generally just cancel each other out. They are a net zero. The only downside, as you can see, is the damage to my armor is fucking enormous. And that's one of the other reasons why I stockpile multi-tools. Specifically because I know unstable will deplete my durability like nothing else. But other than that, I really don't give a shit about being exploded by unstable. I'll heal, and because it's Inferno and they have 50% more health, like even one rank of Vampyre, it gives enough healing to counteract the damage from unstable, straight up. So, yeah, I don't gain any overshield from it, but I also don't really lose any health. So yeah, in short, fucking Soulstealer melee with Vampyre on Inferno is a thing. Is a very, very big thing. Now, the only little caveat here is you have to get Soulstealer early on Inferno. And that is not so free, as you can see. But if you can manage it, well, the rest of the run is almost just a victory lap. A very, very glorious one. So here I just finagle a Reaver or two. Sick and tired of depleting my durability so rapidly.
Ugly motherfucker.
Yeah, down to 2 stacks already. Man, I've been careless. But also, like 10 unstable explosions in a row did not help. But, you know, Monkey Brain thinks there will be at least 2 more stations to extract multi-tools from. That I'm just overreacting. We'll see. It turns out that I was not overreacting, and was at the same time. A bit of both. But it turned out to be just enough to comfortably get by. Ruins L2. Where is... Right, yes. Just a bunch of exalted dudes. I have a little think over here as I find which way to optimally leapfrog from one victim to another using melee. And I solve it. Geometry is awesome like that. And here I just find like one of the fucking best modded deagles ever. Just randomly find a fucking deagle. And it's like, well, yeah, I dropped the rocket launcher. I'm never dropping Soulstealer, I'm never dropping that chain gun. I'm never using that chain gun, but I'm never dropping it. It was a core part of the build. It's like a priceless artifact. But, slight spoiler, I will drop that deagle for something a little more special of a trophy. Yeah, let's just put it that way. It'll be quite the special trophy. Here I find a slightly better utility amp, because it has carrier. And I think, you know, more inventory slots to put more multi-tools in. Hindsight 2020. Little did I know. And here I'm, yeah, just 4 dudes died in half a second. It's just how it is. Okay, pretty optimal there. Didn't take a lot of durability damage. Solid. And pretty much just fucking washed them all. And here I have a little brain fart. Too many choices. Yeah, look at that. Move time, 0.5 seconds already. Pretty crazy. And here I find more multi-tools. Sick. And I'm chilling again. Like, I'm happy. I got more than 2 stacks of multi-tools again. Monkey brain going off. But I am not fucking taking that fire damage. Fuck off. Slightly more deliberate monkey than 5 minutes ago. And there you have it. Ancient fucking leg wrap. Just a flat 20% move speed. Perfect. So I could go for a lot of things, but for my relic and for my amp, I decided that I liked move speed the most. And I do find a move speed amp somewhere, and I put that on. But spoilers, I eventually find an amp that makes my adrenaline act like a stim, and I immediately take it. Immediately. That is the best amp mod for this build. To be able to pop adrenaline and to clear all my fucking debuffs, even if I have full overshield. It is, that mod is crucial. That is the amp mod. But I get it pretty late, so I don't really get to abuse the fuck out of it that much, unfortunately. Or fortunately. That means I still have to play well, play a little careful. It's not, you know, complete snooze fest. And here I just increased my 160 health to 160 health. Sounds like a good deal. And yeah, you see this yellow, full yellow health bar? That will happen many, many times. I will be at 320 health for almost 30 to 40% of this fucking run now. Yeah, pretty silly. And that's with all the fucking volatiles exploding in my face too. This ain't no joke. I said it before, Excalibur is a hell of a drug. It is the best drug. It never quits. And there I casually dispatched a Medusa and got more overheal than what it fucking hit me for. Because, you know, Vampyre and Medusas have a shitload of HP. 225 times 6%. What is that? Almost 15 health healed. And I have an Exosuit with 16 damage reduction to most. Yeah, I don't know the math. I just know that it hits me for nothing and I heal for everything. And you can see there another example of volatile and me not giving a flying fuck. Corrosive though. I don't like seeing that. And now he's dead. Finagled once again. Another corrosive. I finagle that. I just have to find the right angle. And I do. And there's another demon. And he doesn't even get a chance to move. I move like 2 squares with him aggroed and melee him, and there's no response from him. That is the power of the fucking Exosuit. I can perform up to 4 actions on someone before they fucking get a chance to retaliate. Movement speed is busted. It is fucking busted. And like here is a narrow hallway with a bunch of corrosives. Not very pleasant, I tell you what. So I finagle using this little pillar with the right positioning. And here I just YOLO full send. And it works out. So did not take durability damage for most of this. Cool, cool. Happy with myself. Ancient leg wrap again, dude. So I go check the other relic. Is that also the ancient leg wrap? It is not. It is the shitty one. But 2 ancient leg wrap drops on fucking Frozen Temple and Ruins. This place is something else. This place is the place to go to if you're in Europa and you're not going for the BFT, or you got the key cards for the BFT already solved. This is the place to be, because newsflash, the fucking boss of this area is the Cryomancer. And if you pick up the Frozen Heart, guess what? You don't get frozen anymore. And yeah. And probably the cheesiest and most safe way to deal with a Cryomancer is 2 napalm grenades. And I learned that trick from someone else. From a certain dude who ran 3 back-to-back UV runs and fucking won them all with overwhelming superior firepower. Anyway, yeah. 2 napalm grenades to the face for a Cryomancer, and he's fucking dead. I think even on Inferno, he's just gonna bleed out to fire, and you can just run away and go jerk off in a corner and get fucking killed by 3 dogs instead. Usually, you get killed by 3 dogs instead, because it's Inferno. Usually you do. I won't. Because 3 dogs is not nearly enough. Yeah, probably even 50 dogs would not be enough, because I just keep chain meleeing them and getting all my barrier back. And they would buddy block each other, and I'd just fucking kill them all before they would retaliate every time. God damn it. Now I'm wondering what would happen. Who would win? This build or 50 dogs? If I could not repair during the fight, if I couldn't cheat and repair my exosuit, who would win? I think I'd still win. I think they'd run out of dogs before I ran out of repairs or durability.
That hit the spot.
So I care, I don't know, I'm just fucking around. Aimlessly fucking murdering everything, not really giving a shit about what I find or pick up. And like, yeah, see that Cryo Watcher? Immune.
Man, fuck this thing in particular.
Yeah, I agree. Fuck this thing. You know what? Yeah, let's make that real. Now it's fucked. You fucked it. Good job. Reaver finagling, nothing new. Another fucking acid Reaver. So you see, there's a lot of acid enemies on this motherfucking difficulty, and like, if I weren't careful, I already have run out of repair tools. Every time I spot an acid dude, careful mode activate. It's basically my life, man. Because, now I could have, instead of getting the exosuit, just gotten a regular piece of armor with acid immunity and, like, solved this problem immediately. But that wouldn't be as fun. I wouldn't have any use for multi-tools. I wouldn't be running around at the fucking speed of light like a fucking DBZ anime character. It just wouldn't be as cool. I just love the fucking idea. A fancy fucking robot suit from the future with a goddamn demonic weapon filled with thousands of souls. It's cool. It's my vibe. It's not only strong as fuck, it's my vibe. And like, here you see some of the bullshit, like poison aura robots. You can't make this shit up. Medusa, I miss. Miss twice and then it dies. Yay. And like, I'm pretty sure that the Medusa bite that removes my HP, I just increase the HP back up anyway. Yeah. So like, it's only a temporary curse. It says it's permanent. It says Medusa's curses or kiss is permanent. It's not. The game lies. I'm too good to suffer from curses. Too fucking good. Excalibur. Excalibur cleanses all. And like there, you saw some unstables, they exploded, I still gained barrier, no fucks were given. Just like, and I find a fucking Medifiber armor here, and I'm thinking, oh damn, that's pretty good. But you know what else is good? Yeah, you're staying on the ground. You are staying on the ground. Yeah, if that was a normal run though, that Medifiber armor would have been absolute killer to pick up. That would have been this shit. I would have picked it up, modded the fuck out of it with mods, packs. Yeah, it'd be a good time. But this is not such a run. In fact, the only thing I needed to mod is my helmet. Everything else has been provided for me by a little place called Purgatory. And here I can't get past that little tight squeeze, but I could still melee him through it. A little tidbit right there, a little cutesy cute thing. Stationary melee can reach past inaccessible areas. Probably hitting the fucking attack key also does it. Don't know. Didn't try it. I habitually and instinctually stationary melee. If I'm in doubt whether or not I want to go into a dude's spot, then I don't. I just stationary melee and I hide in the corner again. Like, right there, I probably wasn't thinking about the acid pool, I just instinctually stationary melee. No, I might have. I don't know. Here, I was hoping that the dude was right around the corner. He was not. He fucking hit me in the face with a fireball. Felt bad. And here's Cryomancer, and he's dead. I think that was 1300 damage or some shit. Yeah, just about 13 something. 1300 something. And here I just do the anime thing. Bam. And yeah, multi-tool heals a little less than 40% of my durability percent on both head and armor. So that's a good little thing to know. If I get 60% or less, then I can multi-tool safely and use it fully without worrying about wasting it. And here is like, I could have went up and just meleeed him, but I wanted to be cool and let him attack.
That's bad.
I wanted to allow him a free shot before I crushed him. That's going to be a recurring theme, especially with a specific boss in Dante. I'm going to let him attack me, let him hit me as hard as he can. And then, when he sees how fucked he is, I'm going to crush him right then in that moment. And it'll be glorious.
Stinks like rotten meat.
Right, so
Which
EO.
looks like the lost
Nothing's
find
really
base.
gonna change from Europa to EO. More of the same thing. I am gonna play a little more careful. I'm gonna avoid fucking puddles and getting dotted up and needless durability damage. And I am a bit scared of their damage, because, like, especially at the beginning when I haven't built up overshield, these guys hit hard. They hit pretty fucking hard. And a lot of their shit is plasma damage now. And guess what? Armors do not absorb plasma damage very well. Anyway, 3 durability points from killing robots. And those guys were chunky robots. Always feels nice. Yeah, I just one-shot Crybots on this. Doesn't matter. Now, adaptive Crybot, I'm not sure yet. Full health, adaptive, resilient? Maybe not. But no, I think, no, by this point I'm already doing, like, almost 2,000 slash damage with this fucking sword. So, yeah, it's just a runaway chain reaction at this point. The only time I don't one-shot someone is if I miss, usually due to pain or due to it being a Medusa and getting lucky. Little shits are always lucky. Another corpse explosion. Don't care. Don't give a fuck. Hello, Reaver. Finagling. Finagling the Acid Reaver for sure. That's how you avoid the acid pools. Just be slightly patient and finagle. And let them melee you in the face instead. Because that's the other thing about melee weapons. You have a chance to melee guard like 20%. So sometimes they don't even hit you. And even if they do hit you, their melee is not gonna be outstripping your fucking heal from Vampyre. Yeah, I realized there was a turret and around that corner. It's just like, it took me a good solid 2 seconds to realize, hey, I'm getting shot at from, you know, from the corner. Because there's like a fucking rotating barrel thing. You see that? Yeah. In my defense, like, it's pretty fucking hard to see turrets with a flame aura. Like, they're in the middle of the fucking fire. It's really hard to see that sprite. That's actually pretty evil. Like, if you don't hear the sound effect of the turret or you ignore it, then you're not gonna know what hit you. There, I fucking walk into a pool of acid, but I'm like, I don't care. I see 3 Fatzos, a dog, and a Medusa all lined up next to each other, and it's like, I gotta hit the F key right now. I don't know. I don't care. Gotta hit the F key. Gotta just, yeah. How do they put it? Hit the W key and win? Yeah, that. Just hit the W key and win. Easy. And here, like, some of the old habits take over. But whatever. I guess that did save on some repair. Every hit does matter a little. And here I just, like, straight up dodge the turret. Because I have maximum protection with this, and I have 70% dodge with Hellrunner 2. With only Hellrunner 2 and nothing else. Think about that. This fucking exosuit allows me to have 70% dodge while running, and allows me to run at 0.5 speed or less. I mean, not much to say there. I will give up 3 to 4 mod slots on a fucking chest piece for that any day. If I always had a choice to take the exosuit or to take a modded suit of my own, I think I would almost always take the exosuit. It's just that fucking strong. You don't need immunity, you don't need healing mods, you don't need durability mods, really. If you got enough speed and action speed. And boy, does the exosuit provide everything. And here I just get a lucky drop of tools. Also, phase kit. I now have 2 stacks of phase kit. I think about dropping them, but no. At this point, I decide to collect at least 2 full stacks of space kits if I can help it, and never use them. Just carry them through the game. Have the victory screen, have them. Yeah. Just because. Just because. So here I'm level 8, and I'm already thinking, you know, I could just put 2 points somewhere. I might never reach level 9, but what do I want? I haven't thought about what I want beyond level 6. I didn't know how many points I'd get. I didn't know that I'd be able to rely on them, even, until late in the game. So, is this the moment I decide to use the points? It might be. So yeah, you can see 0.36 run speed. Briefly there. Again, briefly. 0.36. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like I'm putting in points here. And I come to a realization. What is my kryptonite? Come on, dumbass. What is your kryptonite? Think about it. Yes, you're reading it. You're reading the solution. Thank you, past me. You see it. You see it. You can already have some of it. I know you need level 3 for the solution, but you only need 2 levels for half a solution. And there you go. Rank 2, tough as nails. Easiest decision ever. If I wasn't a dumbass. In retrospect, I should if I run this kind of build, I should always pick it. Always. Because on Inferno, there's no way to avoid getting hit, and getting hit causes pain. Tough as nails for the pain reduction. Crucial. And eventually I do get level 9. I didn't know I would. I thought, you know, this will help me deal with pain, but I still will have to deal with it. But in the end, I was immune. I was just immune. So I guess it is a good thing that I decided to go the long roundabout way and murder everything in my path. Because the only reason I got level 9 was because I killed everything past Purgatory, and I went to Dante Inferno.
It's fucking locked.
And I went to the Shattered Abyss. There's really, like, why wouldn't I go to the Shattered Abyss with this? I feel right at home there. And mild spoiler, the Swordmaster, he still has Soulstealer, and he still drops it. Resist Resilient Hunter Kerberos with Warlock Aura. Man. You know, though, I really don't give a fuck. Goodbye. Oh, hello, Warlock. No, that wasn't the Warlock. Where's the Warlock? I'm mashing weight furiously just to have the fire go away. And yeah. Like a Warlock is ever gonna hit me with anything. And here I get poisoned. And like, yeah. You can see, I should have probably just medkitted once my overshield was off. I wanted to see though, I wanted to see how fucked up that poison is, how much I get fucked up. And here I get more multi-tools. Life is good. I just used the one on the ground, why not? In retrospect, I should have kept more than 3 stacks whenever I could. There's no reason to be that wasteful. It is what it is. And here I'll just get back all my health with 1 exchange. I don't even care that I'm at like 60% health. But I'm gonna just finagle this fatso and get most of it back. Come on. Come on. He knows. Sometimes they know, dude. He's just frozen in fear, though. He didn't even, like, try to attack me when I decided, fuck it. Like, he just knows. He saw his impending death. He saw that every path led to death, and he just accepted it. The dude just said, fuck it. Take my life. Maybe inside that sword of yours, I can exist peacefully with other inhabitants. You know? Out here, it's not so nice. It's hell, or it's fucking invading random human territories where everyone's trying to kill me. Inside your sword, it's peaceful. Just take me. I won't resist. Don't blame him. In some ways, it would be a pretty cushy life to be a infinite soul battery inside this sword. Don't need to worry about dying. Don't need to worry about struggling to survive or exist. About any drama. Nah. Just chill inside the sword. And provide me your power of spirit. So that I can send more friends your way. But yeah, at this point, it's like well over 500 kills. So my soul collection inside this thing has grown quite sizable. I dare say I was about on the level of... Father in Alchemy had like several million souls from Xerxes. I guess that never realistically becomes a thing here. I still say it's comparable. Here I just like decide to use it on the chain gun and take the spike damage to the head. Why not? And here I take the spike damage, pick up the med, just for lols. Just wanted to pick up the shiny red. New, didn't care. Monkey brain.
Fuck.
So, fucking Exalted Watcher that set me on fire. 1 times. I don't want to get set on fire again, so I'm just gonna do my usual finagling. Just gonna chill here. They're gonna be pretty reluctant to come through this door. For fucking demons, they're being a lot more reluctant this run than they normally are. It's almost like they know. I know they're too dumb to know, they're rudimentary AI, but it's almost like they know. It's almost is. Freaking Warlock, just in the wrong place at the wrong time, buddy. Just should not have been in my game. Ouch. I forgot they had range, and gave with my durability points as a result. And there's the Archmedusa. I think about it, and I was like, fuck it. And like you see there, he was charging up. He had 75% fucking damage reduction. That's an Archmedusa, and I was halfway across the screen when he spotted me. I had time to run up and nail him, and that one-shot him past 75% damage reduction. So, like, I say that Excalibur is a hell of a drug, but also Exosuit is a hell of a drug. What other build can run 5 squares while being spotted by an Archmedusa and kill the Archmedusa before it gets a chance to fire its laser beam? What other build? No other build that I know of. It is basically, I don't know, it's nonsensical at this point. Because most ranged builds would get fucking clipped by that guy here. Even like the sharpshooter glass cannon builds, they wouldn't be able to one-shot that dude, not while he's charging. And here I just go anime because there's too many puddles everywhere and I get pissed off. So like, yeah, I'm just trying to tab to someone next to me. Hello? Brain fart moment. There you go. Just press the FP. Yeah. So I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking. I see. I tried to use the med kit. I'm burning. I'm poisoned. I could really use that med kit, but the game says no. Instead, I have to eat a multi-tool. Sag. And here's a Fatso. He obviously was gonna miss his rocket. 1 in 10 chance to hit me. And I'm flying at him at the speed of sound. Yeah. It's like people think Inferno is unfair. Yes, yes it is. But so is this build. So is this build. It is 10 times more unfair than Inferno is. And the mindfuck thing is, if you play well enough, if you have enough knowledge, and you foresee the future enough, you too can have this build on a regular ass run. That is the mindfuck. That is the main thing to take away from all this. This can be done in a normal ass run. I am not nearly good enough to do that. I don't think I will ever be good enough to do that. But yes, you can do this bullshit I'm pulling off here in a normal ass, unseated run with no save abuse. Just trying to finagle a bunch of fucking chain gunners. There we go. And yeah, the usual interaction with missile launching enemies at this point. Run straight at them. Rocket flies right past your face, like it should, and they mysteriously disappear forever. And here I'm like having a moment again. Just like, where am I going? What am I doing? What is my purpose here? Okay, there was like 7 or 8 turns of running, and the dude was like outside my melee range, floating over a void. That's kind of fucked up, honestly. But I didn't give a fuck. I lost like 10% of my barrier. I'm just gonna get it back with 1 or 2 kills. Who cares? Archmedusas. More like fart medusas. Am I right? Oh shit. Toxic aura imps. I fucking keep wanting to call them imps because fucking I played so much Doom. I try to call fiends imps. I try to call the Fatsos mancubi, and I try to call the dogs fucking pinky demons, even though they look like nothing like them. It's weird. I guess I'd call Reavers Barons of Hell, because ArchReavers just toss fireballs at your face constantly. Yeah, they'd be Barons of Hell. Very melee happy Barons of Hell, but Barons of Hell nonetheless. So I'm in Shadow Halls because I realized that I don't have the shortcut code for the Purgatory. I never unlocked it. So here I am fucking unlocking random shit on my account just because I can. Because I don't know, I probably will never use the shortcut, but I just want to have it. And here's poisoned, and I can do nothing but wait for it to, yeah, to do that. But thankfully, I'm getting ridiculously lucky with these multi-tool drops. Like, holy fuck. There was a good chance that I'd run out of multi-tools had I not received those couple of lucky drops from chests. Or there was a chance that I'd be at like 1 multi-tool left at the final boss if I did everything the same and showed off.
Fuck this thing in particular.
Exalted Watcher. Set me on fire again. What a bitch. Oh, it's only 3 burning. I don't give a fuck. And boom. It's not that I particularly afraid of the burning damage or anything. It's that it does kill my durability slowly. And like all this will kill my durability. I'm just like stressing out a little at this point. But 15 multi-tools, whatever. We move. I guess it's normal to find like 15 to 20 multi-tools total throughout the entire run, so I really shouldn't have stressed. It feels like it's always like 15 to 20 at least, and usually more. If you extract all of the stations, it is anyway. Like normal ones, you won't extract the stations, you'll actually use them. But yeah. Here I am fresh into the level, so I kind of want to build my barrier a little. So I'm going to return to finagling a little. And there's the warlock. I kind of do that, and I'm no longer finagling. I thought about using a medkit earlier. I should have. Because then I wouldn't have had to use the multi-tool. Hindsight. Although at this point I was just like not in a state of mind to make more careful, deliberate decisions. Let me tell you. And here I just don't give a fuck about the Arch Medusa, but I do give a fuck about the burning. Okay, here I do use the medkit at the right time. There you go. It's not to heal, it's to cleanse. It's a hard concept to get around, I know. But past me is a little slower in the uptake.
This is gonna be
And here I do pop adrenaline because my pain was like 70% again. Fucking bullshit.
that hit the spot.
And here I should have used the medkit a little earlier to cleanse poison. Unfortunate. And here I took too much burning damage just because. Oh, and I found a random Vampyre pack on the ground. And then walked right into an Arch Medusa. Kind of good timing. Would have been better timing had I found it before I met that group. And then I like try to use the power mod pack and it just says nope. You are perfect the way you are, sir. I think about taking them. And I do. And back to 14 multi-tools, and I have 2 ENV packs. I picked them up because I realized that dots are always going to be a problem. And I got a stim pack just for more cleanse. Why not?
This place should have stayed buried.
And there we go, Dark Cathedral. As I'll wander around aimlessly, looking at the upper left corner for my map instead of everything else. Mostly understandable, because that's how I find the right paths. And here, okay. Do a pretty good job at avoiding most of the fucking dot pools. And then that fucking Cryomancer just poisons me for 10 stacks of poison. So I just get pissed off and just activate the Vampyre pack. In retrospect, I should have just medkitted. This is a waste of an Vampyre pack here. But like, I'm still in that monkey brain mode where I fucking think that healing is more important than an Vampyre pack for this build. Like, It's just because you don't really play a build like this very often, so you're still in that survival mode. You're still in that normal ass playthrough mode. But here I should have fucking saved all Enviro packs and all multi-tools and used all the med kits whenever I could to cleanse the statuses. But here I have too much overshield, so... Eh. But yeah, as you can see, it's quite annoying. All of the fucking burning and poison that all of the goddamn infernal exalted modded enemies put on you. It really gets obnoxious. Very, 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 very obnoxious. And in retrospect, I should have saved all 3 Enviro packs for Dante and all of its bullshit. But I got through anyway. It just wasn't as comfortable as it could have been. So here I'm just giving up on trying to avoid the burning and taking out my frustration on all the motherfuckers in here. And there you go. Burning is off. I still got almost full barrier. Like, I don't want any of these. What are these? So I picked this up thinking, you know, melee guard improvement. That's kind of good, right? Not really. 45% melee guard instead of 20% when I just kill them and they don't even attack back. Like, what? What was I thinking here? And here I just picked this up because I wanted to see what the fuck capacitor matrix is. I like honestly did not know what the fuck that mod is. I wanted to read it. And I wanted to read sustain as well. Did not know what the fuck that was. And here I'm like having a moment. I can't even use the medkits on the ground. That's sad. So like, is this the moment where I try to melee people with a chain gun and don't realize that I haven't swapped back to a Soulstealer? There is a moment like that where I have just completely turned my brain off and it takes me like 4 turns to realize that. It's pretty funny. It's also pretty fucking sad. So here I see my personalized path and I'm just taking a couple of Steam screenshots. It's like, oh, cool. So they give it to you in symbols. Neat. And like, I'm thinking, that's a nice amount of melee guard. Silly me. Silly me. At least I finally find like the one where adrenaline is a stim effect. And then that one is my BIS above everything else for this. Because being able to just use adrenaline to cleanse debuffs, even when you're at full health, that is the best amp mod you can have for this build on Inferno. Because having a cleanse at full HP that does not use up an item like an ENV pack is huge. It's fucking huge. Yeah, this is the part where I'm like, I meleeed him, why isn't he dead? Did I miss my hit? And they're like, they just hit me back, what's going on? And it's like, and then I'm like, oh, okay. I never swapped back.
Hit the spot.
So I just used up the combat pack that dropped from that chest. No big deal. Like nothing happened. Let's pretend it did not happen. And here I'm blitzing through all of the hallways. Get poisoned by that asshole. Probably could have avoided it, but it would have required a lot of finagling, unfortunately. That was a pretty bad fucking location for him to be in. And here I see like 4 Fatsos, and I think, you know, I know some of them are fucking elementals, so I'm just gonna not take a bunch of repair damage and do that. And then furiously mash the wait button so the fire disappears. Standard practice. furiously mashing wait button is meta. And that was, I don't even know if that was a Medusa or an Archmedusa. I didn't catch that. I just know it had tentacles, looked angry. And now it's dead. And I fucking repair tooled. Just because running low. And so, this guy here, this guy, you call that a fucking sword? I'll show you a real sword. I'll show you a real fucking sword, buddy. Come here. I don't even want your relic. Get the fuck out of here. What is his relic? Ah. That's an okay relic. Not bad. But, 50% more damage of infinity damage is still infinity damage. I really don't see an increase in damage. Because, do I show it here again? What's my Soulstealer? 1573 slash damage. Like, what in the fuck is gonna survive that? Not even the final boss can survive that. Nothing survives that. Damage gate survives that. Like, gimmick mechanics survives that. That's it. And like, that 1573 is not the damage I do. If I when I highlight a target and you see the damage, you'll see it's... Yeah, I had like 2874 on that dog, so... Ow. Well, the Guardians had a lot of DR, but I still did 1400 each to them, so like... Yeah, nothing's surviving. 2901 on this dog. I do 2900 damage to demons. I mean, I suppose I could use 50% more of 2900. What do you think? What do you think, folks? Yeah, I don't know. I think I'll stick with superior speed.
That's better.
And I'm just healing like 5 health with a combat pack, just because. I would have healed that health anyway by transitioning, but you know, I just wanted to pick it up and use it. Just because. So here's a... I am visiting the Swordmaster, but I already have the Soulstealer. Like, I can imagine that after I murder this dude, just a bunch of demon investigating this place and being like... One dude's asking, the fuck happened here? And the other dude has this theory, you know... Someone snuck in here, disarmed and stole Swordmaster's sword, murdered every single one of his cronies in here, and then went back and hacked him to death with a 80 slashing damage sword. And then the other demon's looking at him like, you crazy, man. The fuck is that even possible? What are you talking about? And then, you know, later when I let loose on Dante L2 and Dante Inferno, they realized, hey, this kind of did happen. Someone did bust in here, stab everyone to death, and then fucking stab the Swordmaster to death with his own sword. Little do they know that there's 2 Soulstealers in this world. One is the Excalibur I hold here, and the other one is a cheap knockoff wielded by this fucking asshole coming up. Yeah, this asshole right here. So he's probably thinking, man, hey, yo, what the fuck are you? Because he's looking at his hand, he's like, I have my sword on my hand. Why does he have my sword? And all I have to say to him is, I'm you, but better. Get fucked. So there, I just like went up to him and let him hit me on purpose. I wanted his strongest attack. I wanted to hit me. I wanted him to hit me with everything he had before I crushed him. He hit me for a good chunk. Was it 10, 15%? Pretty decent. And then, you know, as I said, he realized how fucked he was. And that's when I killed him. When he realized how fucked he was. It's perfect. Okay, so I get a bit of burning here, but I'm no, I'm just derping out. Lost patience. Top the Enviro pack, and I'm just gonna rampage through everything while it's on. Yeah, that was my plan. I was just like, I know you motherfuckers are all in here. And just having trouble finding a target to attack. And like, it shows me the hacking prompt for them instead of I hate that shit. So Enviro is a 10. I'm desperately looking for enemies to kill. I find some. It's okay. 85%. I miss 85%. And okay, yeah, I didn't miss 93%. Come on now. And there's the multi-tool. Mostly textbook shit. But yes, I'm going in straight into Dante Inferno after this. There's no reason for me not to. And you know, you can see 473 XP to the next level. That's pretty close, I think. But you know, I'm only getting 5 to 10 XP a kill. Ain't no fucking way there's enough demons left to kill. But there definitely is. In Dante Inferno, there is more than enough demons. Oh my god, is there enough demons. And it is beautiful. So many fucking angry critters running around. Enabled him to melee so he wouldn't fireball me with poison. This guy will poison me if he fucking... Yeah, this guy's a regular Reaver though. So I don't care. But this poison, I finagle. Don't want to deal with the fucking damage. Want my durability. Because I'm starting to see that, you know, I might run low. Especially if I go to Dante Inferno. What, I got like 2 stacks? And Warlock, I don't know what else is there, how many fucking acid or poison or fire, so I just lured him over and bugged him. Wasn't dealing with it. Yeah, there were a bit more enemies. And as you can see, they're poisoned, so my concern was warranted. I would like to retain my durability, down to 2 stacks. Is that Warlock a poison walk? He sure is, and he's unstable. Look at that. But guess what? You saw that? I killed him. He exploded because he's unstable. And I gained barrier. I gained health. Vampyre not only counteracted, but gained health, net gain, over a Warlock's unstable explosion. So, shit's real. Shit's fucking real. Here I didn't gain. Whatever, it's because he had too low a health. And here I stand in acid because I'm a retarded. And yeah, I just eat like almost 10% durability loss. Here I stand in acid again. Very cool. But yeah. There's not really any excuse other than I'm dumb. But this was pretty late into the night. And I was finishing up this run finally, so I'm starting to unravel again. Is what it is. And here I'll just like knock down a bunch of destructibles just because. Knock down this door. I was just like having a moment again. I just wanted to knock down a bunch of things. Swing my big stick around. Cause disorder. And how fast I run too, like I have to spam the directional key to run this fast. Especially with this kind of speed. It's like, alright. Done breaking things, done breaking things. It also shows off clearly how all the decals, all the corpses just disappear if you reload the save. Very interesting engine interaction. So here is Dante Inferno. At first I thought I would have to be careful here. Initially when I planned this all, I thought, you know, this would be a pretty good test for this build. Yeah, no. I was so dumb back then. So here, I see that I'm poisoned and I'm burning. And I still can't really cleanse it. Wonderful. And here it's like, I see how fast I'm killing everything, and I'm like, fine, I'll just YOLO under a pair of tools. I'm okay with this. Don't care. These are probably the last few threatening demons on this run, and I got 2 stacks of multi-tools still. So I'm being careful to kill everything before I go into the next portal. Because I do want to kill everything in here. That is fucking happening. And what is that? Archmedusa. Goodbye, you're dead. Resilient Archmedusa. Dead. Don't care. And here is where I realize, holy shit, I actually leveled to 9. There was so many of these motherfuckers that I leveled to level 9 with 90% XP debuff. And I'm like, okay. I still haven't... I think I put in the point already. Yeah, I put in the point. I'm a tough as nails 3, and so pain does nothing. I have perfect accuracy in pain. But it's like, I'm just finagling for fun at this point. I just want to be a little slick. I know I can run through these and just face roll. But I'm going to be doing plenty of that on the final boss. I'm going to be doing plenty of that on the final boss. With the Arch Warlocks, with the other Warlocks, with everyone. I'm just not going to give a shit on the final boss. And that also will show this off pretty well. So yes, I was told and shown that you can exhaust the Reaver spawns of the final boss. You know what? Yes, you can. But can you do it on Inferno? The answer is, yes, you can. And quite easily with this build. So here it's like, cool. So here I obviously just get a couple of ancient salves for the memes. And if you think that armor is what you think it is, you're right. It's another exosuit. It's another exosuit. But it's not level to 3 though. It's I can't take it. It's not level to 3. A level 3 exosuit is 20 times better than a level 2 and 100 times better than a level 1. It's the exosuit's value is not in the protection, it's in the fucking action speed that it gives you at level 3. That is why it's so ridiculous. And so here I finally get the amp that I really wanted. Improved adrenaline. With this, I will never have dot issues again. Or so I think. I might have a little bit of issue. Because, you know, you can't pop adrenaline repeatedly back to back. And here I get a salve. And here I get another... No, I can't get another salve. I don't want any of this. None of that matters. I just leave that alone. None of anything else matters here. 1930. 1930 slash damage from the Soulstealer base on the tooltip. That does reach past 2000. It gets like 2000 something, maybe even 2100. And I do about 3300 damage on enemies that do not have defense buffs.
Not now.
At the very end, I do 3300. I think I already do over 3000. 1435. Maybe not. 1437? 1440? I know I did 3300 on the final phase of the Harbinger, so maybe those dogs have innate defenses or something. I didn't really need to read their exalted affixes. At this point, I'm just like not reading any of the enemies at all. I just don't give a fuck. I really don't give a fuck. If I see like shiny green or shiny flaming shit or like shiny piss yellow, that's when I give a fuck, because I know what that does. But anything else doesn't matter. Resilient doesn't matter. Adaptive doesn't matter, they get one shot.
Not again.
Resistance doesn't matter again. They could have 90% damage reduction, I would still be one-shotting them right now. Doesn't matter. So there I actually was able to... Oh, that's why. I fucking adrenaline, and then I used the status immunity to just run through everything and kill them. Good use. Because then I got most of it back from killing them. So the hunt is still going on, but the hunt here does not mean what you think it means. The hunt is me hunting them. I am trying to find where the rest of these motherfuckers are. And I found them. I definitely found them. Classic. I can just run up to Medusas, and they won't have the time to react. Nothing to see here. Guardians will react. But he's poison aura. That's why I'm concerned. Because as you can see there, he doesn't get an attack off. He just dies. I just didn't want to get poisoned. And there you go. And I'm gonna be a monkey again and break a bunch of shit. I'm not even gonna break all of it. I don't know, man. I just wanted to break some shit until I got bored. The fuck if I know. But yeah, monkey brain. Fucking million stim packs, 2 ancient salves. I dropped the stim pack to get an ancient salve. I'm not actually gonna plan to use any of them. I just want them to be in my inventory because shiny. Because I really don't need to pick up any ammo for anything, because the ammo that I have is special. It is the fallen souls of the people trapped inside my sword. That is all the ammo I'll ever need. Their death serves me. And so I am Death, Destroyer of Worlds. Motherfucker, are you trying to set Death, the Destroyer of Worlds on fire? Very rude. He failed. We're good. So rude. See, these demons need to learn something. Their overlord is not the Harbinger. The moment I set foot on Dante, I became their overlord. They just didn't know it. They just don't know it yet. But they're gonna know it. They're gonna fucking know it. What I do to Harbinger, they're gonna know I'm the Overlord. They're gonna know not to fuck with me. Because canonically, you don't leave this place when you kill the Harbinger. You stay here. So if I'm to stay here, I forgot I had the chain gun out for a sec. Because I was checking weapon mods on the ground. It happens. Didn't matter. And here I just use adrenaline to cleanse the poison instead of waiting for it. And here there's some sound issues with OBS. Forgive the fucked up sound for a sec. When does it clear up? It's sort of clearing up. Yeah, that happens because OBS is weird. Here I just don't care. I let myself get poisoned. And I adrenaline it off. It's not even a good use of adrenaline. Okay.
That's better.
There it goes. I was able to stim there. And stimmed again. Wait, no, I didn't stim. That's adrenaline. I adrenalined again. God. I don't even know what the fuck is going on with this anymore. Just like status immunity everywhere from multiple sources. And still a million fucking repair tools. Yeah, like I said, in retrospect, I was worried for nothing. But I really should have brought more tools to the end here. And here is the Harbinger. So canonically, I was saying, you don't leave this place when you kill the Harbinger. You stay here. And if I'm gonna stay here, go native, then I want to have a nice, quiet life where demons, instead of being assholes, serve me or get the fuck out of my way or both. And to do that, I'm going to show them why they should not fuck with me. And I'm going to start by clearing every single motherfucker in this room. I'm going to show Harbinger. I'm going to show him what real fear feels like. He's gonna watch all of his friends die. All of them. And then, when he's done attacking me for like 20 seconds in a row, I'm going to finally crush him. When he knows that there's nothing he can do. That he should have fucking just never started shit with me. That's when I'm gonna crush him. And here, yeah, I do take some health damage. But I'm not stimming yet. I'm just adrenaline again. So I'm leaving him alive for a bit. I'll let him hit me a bunch. And here I probably should keep my armor higher so that absorbs more, but once again, semantics, don't care. Doesn't matter. So I noticed that I'm low on armor somewhere over here. Yeah, there's a lot of Reavers that spawn in. But, there is a lot of Reavers that spawn in. And there I double tooled, and I think that's all the tools I'll need to use. And here something funny happened. The fucking, unstable explosion from one of the mob fucking transitioned him to the second phase. I didn't even need to hit him, I just needed to kill someone in front of him. And where is the last Raver? Is that the last Raver? Nope. Hello, guy. Not the best time for you to just waltz in here into this chamber while I'm having a discussion with your king. And, me soon to be the new king. But, I'm really having a little bit of a disagreement with your king. And, I've realized that, I'd rather be king. So that I do not have these disagreements anymore. So here you see I killed the Arch Warlocks, I killed everything. I'm just letting him laser me for a while. As you can see, he's doing fuck all.
No, I'm not going
And now he's
home,
dead.
but at least I'll take these demonic fuckers down with me.
And now the demons know not to fuck with me, and I live in peace forever, happily ever after. The end. Yeah, with that fucking score. That's great. Anyway, thanks for coming to my TED Talk narrative thing.